here on Clash Teeth. Moose rocking Coalition and TOMcatXENO, as always, rocking Knef. Oh wow, you even got... Well, the only one that was vanilla is the one I played, which was on vanilla. And you are correct. I didn't realise you managed to get Tomcat to move over to modded. That is impressive. So, here we are, on Clash Teeth, with Moose in... we'll go with a cream colour, against Tomcat in black. Still frequent changes? I mean, I would have thought it would have stabilised a bit by now. Or you'd at least move down to more of a sort of like cycle of changes, so you just put things onto a list and then put them all in after, say, like 3 months or something. Alright, that's just his excuse. Gotcha. Let's see, Moose going for an eco opening, and looking the same for Tomcat. What looks things. Yeah. So both going very economy. Very passive. Let's all have a quick nap while they get started. 1 second. Not even sending out the base runner. Meanwhile, yeah. Tomcat has, in fact, recycled his... lodged the probe, you know. He's trying. Do they still cost 100? They do still cost 100. That is disgustingly overpriced. That said, they actually have decent view range now, which is good. Well, I mean, to be fair, I would have thought the whole point in getting a probe is because you're not going to get LAV. That's it, he's already got LAV tech. And it's not dead. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yes, as it turns out, Moose is going full eco, so you should probably, you know, either go full eco yourself or... What is he doing with this base runner? Come on, Moose. Your base runner exists. Don't ignore it. It's just rude. There we go. Right. So he's waiting until it's actually spawned, which is weird to me. He could have already had it picked up by now. That's actually correct. Oh, right. For emergency... Right, okay. So then he could drop a turret and push off the aggression. Gotcha. Whereas if he's in the middle of the map and surrounded by units, he can't even do anything about it. He just dies. Or he can give them a free turret to kill as well. So, yeah. Okay, I can see that. So yeah, Moose trying to go for full eco as soon as possible. Skimmer and LAV going to meet. And pass each other. Just passing. No beef. Coalition pew-pew guns, just enough to get that skimmer to back off. Come on, yeah, you got to intercept him. You can kill, and he's going to fully heal before you shoot him, isn't he? Missed opportunities, and yeah, and the LAV is going to lose, isn't it? It's just going to be sad. Oh, wait, no. Yes, no, maybe, yes. Right, the LAV won. Roller coaster ride of a fight there. Everyone just, oof. But yeah. One combat unit from each player. That said, you know, Moose got that early artifact. I'd like him to go for a second one. Like, keep the pressure on. Come on, go for a second artifact. Why not? Just queue it up, you know. Click to collect it, and then give the move order. Don't have to do anything else. Just... Yeah, it's like the complete polar opposite of that first match. That was max aggro, constantly producing strikecraft. I would like this LAV to pull back and get healed, though, because 2 HP. That's not a lot of health. Okay. That's an assault ship. That's an assault ship. That's an interceptor. That's Moose making the hard reads. Like, I suppose at this point everyone knows what TOMcatXENO's build is, and so it's not a surprise to anyone, but I kind of feel like he should have put down a cheeky AA turret, though. I mean, if you're that certain it's coming, you may as well. I mean, it's cheap enough, Jesus. You swapped the values? 300 for the... Oh, wait, no. Yeah. Oh, really? How do you scout air? What do you mean that's it? There's a... this light? Yeah, we've known about the lights indicating production forever, but basically if there's a light flashing at the front here, that's like, oh, he's building air. Crap. And these AAVs get trashed. But, come on, move those missile batteries forward, man. Like, you can punish this hard. What? Oh, right, that's one. But, again, if these missile batteries have been moving this way... so passive. Would it upset you if I said I knew about the production lights being in different spots for different build queues a long time ago? I'm trying to remember what they were. Yeah, there's one for air. There's one for cruisers, air, utility, and the basic units. The core units, sorry. I'm pretty sure it is 4 lights. 4 different ones. Ooh, another intercept going down, so... Tomcat probably pretty frustrated that his air is getting shut down as much as it is. However, he's still moving straight into his siege cruisers, so I don't think he cares. Yeah. I don't know why he's so far back. Like, why is this missile ship not up against the rock here? This one here, this one here. Like, there's all these spots, and he's just so far back. Fair enough. It's always good to have some developments in the meta. So yeah, talking again about this. So, as far as air is concerned, the simple fact of the matter is air units fly over all the terrain. They don't care. So the most likely place for air to come from is actually over these mountains. So if you're positioning your units, you're actually best positioning them here and here. Yeah, and likewise on the other side. Because you're going to be first contact for an air unit. You want to get those first shots off, and being all the way back here, you might think to yourself, oh, but I'm keeping it safe. If you're all the way up against a rock here, what's going to shoot you? They've got to come all the way through here or here to get shots on you there. You know, they've got to make themselves vulnerable. So there's no reason to be sat all the way back here. Like, there's no value in being in the middle there, in the lowest part of the terrain. It doesn't offer you anything. Also, oh dear, excuse me. Yeah, they're never where they need to be to actually shoot. Oh, why are they still 60 speed? Ugh. Disgusts me. Oh well. I suppose they've got a better rate of fire and whatnot now, so Can't complain that much. Battle cruisers. I mean, yeah, that counters everything that Tomcat has. You're gonna just have to push through, man. Go forth. Damn, battle cruisers seem really squishy. Wait a second, what? What? Pardon me? Siege cruisers have more health than battle cruisers? You what? Yeah, it probably needs to. That's kind of disgusting. Oh wow, yeah, really hammering those interceptors there. Does he get the lot? Yes, he does. Yeah. Well, that explains why Tomcat plays modded currently. His current preference is viable. But yeah, that does seem like a siege cruiser can definitely go toe to toe with a battle cruiser, while also being able to hammer it from long range. Oh, go for it. Have a good one, again. Now then. What you gonna do, Moose? Why would you be getting upgrades for railguns? Why would you be getting railguns? Okay. I don't necessarily see the play here, but worth a go. Yeah, so the longer this goes on, the harder those siege cruisers are going to batter the carrier and its support. The other thing here is that even if it went to time, Tomcat's holding an artifact at the back, which means that it's completely safe. What I will give points for is that he has got a relatively secure backline because he has... Oh, that's... Wait, oh, wait, no. Because he's got those to use mortars. But again, you know, he's just getting steadily hammered. And these railguns that he's invested in for some feckin' reason are just going to die. Man, that artillery does so much damage. I mean, how many is that, though? That's 6 of the damn things. Jesus. Cruise missile would go a long way. Oh, and Tomcat's going into bombers now. So, yeah, this is looking pretty bad. Pretty bad. Assault cruisers? Oh, right, he's going to go for artillery. He wants to go with the... Yeah. Yeah, that should work. If I was Tomcat, though, based on what I saw with that one skimmer... Is it just me, or is this obviously a very practiced scenario from Tomcat? Like, really? Cheeky sod. Yep. Tomcat just wants to know where to bomb. And in the meantime is building up as many blast drones as he can. Looks like Tomcat getting a bit greedy though. But then there's EMP, so yeah. 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 Dead. That's kind of disgusting. To see F Siege outright beating battle cruisers one-on-one is kind of concerning. It's not even close. Oh, Moose, I feel so sorry for you. I think I can see where this is going. This was not the play, man. Like, you're going in piecemeal, and you already know you're losing, but you're trying to get artillery. Oh, Jesus. Well, I suppose it cost... No, that's... Jesus Christ. Come on, Moose, pull back those missile batteries, man. Oh, here comes another siege cruiser. Jesus. Right, so the artillery's out. This is where we see whether... Nah, those are horrendously tanky at the moment. Jesus. Meanwhile, yeah, Tomcat just wants to remove AA from the field, and then he can just bomb this out. That said, ooh, yes, very nice. Unfortunately, yeah. Whew. Unfortunately, nothing to lose back here, so not massively damaging to him. Yeah, another wave of those bombers, and those bombers are going to absolutely deck these artillery cruisers. They're probably fully upgraded by this point. Looks to be, yes. And there isn't as much AA now, which is concerning. How much health have they got? 1,500. Did he nerf... I mean... Yeah, it does seem like the support cruiser AA has been somewhat over-nerfed. Could be wrong, but it's just what is Coalition's late game AA option, because it certainly doesn't feel like it's support cruisers. Alright, he was considering rushing in with those blast drones to blow some stuff up. I do wonder what the other blast drones have done, because there was another whole batch. There was like 8 of them skirted around the map, ready as a kind of counter-attack. So, yeah, more artillery cruisers coming out. So, is Tomcat going to go for the snipe on the carrier? So how many... He's only got 4 of those siege cruisers left, so yeah, 4 died there, which is... Is it 4 or 3 died there? 1, 2... Maybe it was only 2. Maybe. Oh, don't move your AA out of position now. What the hell just happened? And it's interesting to see this kind of duking out with artillery. Normally never reaches this point. But, yeah, Knef Siege looking pretty strong at the moment. Like, yeah. That said, Coalition Artillery still coming through, doing its job. Another siege cruiser bites the dust. And that's a cruise missile. Where's it going? Is it a dunk? It is. Very nice. That said, I presume that was the last... yeah, so that was a couple of sand skimmers mixed in with some blast drones, and they've literally just suicided on another artillery cruiser. And Tomcat going for the caps there to kind of secure this, because he's obviously worried about time at this point. And that's going to be another artillery cruiser by the looks of things. 1 doesn't make it. 2 doesn't make it. Oh. Oh, are we going to see some... come on. Come on. Mortars. Mortars. There it is. Oof. That's... oof. That's a pretty big hit. That's... hey, Tomcat did not get any of the value he was hoping for there. So again, some good plays there, Moose. Jesus. 2 skimmers get away, but that's a pretty big chunk. Oh. But we're obviously going into the late game here, and Tomcat is all like, I got missiles. But what is the play here? Artillery versus siege, missile batteries versus missile ships, bombers. Yeah. Tomcat focusing on replenishing his siege siege cruiser numbers. But 5 of them currently. Now that's weird to me. Does Tomcat realise he's left 8k of CUs here? Was that intentional? And looks like those missile ships are going to take an absolute battering. That said, yeah, Moose really on top of sniping out those siege cruisers wherever they're idling. I really would have expected Tomcat to be more on the ball with his micro there. But, yeah, I think he's also getting quite frustrated at how little he can do with bombers when there's 6 missile ships. Yep, maxing out that armor is paying off as well, because it is making really difficult for those siege cruisers to be effective. And Moose cleaning up. I mean, right now, like, Tomcat's got to be getting worried because I think, what, he's running out of resources. Looking at, no, it's not where there's these resources left here, it's what he can see. Right, the last thing he saw. Yeah, that was a terribly ineffective cruise missile. That said, doesn't matter because his artillery hits home and scores a kill. Yeah, Tomcat just determined to make sure he's got hold of some artifacts so that he can keep going even if the clock should run down to 0. I think at this point, Tomcat really does wish he'd got some of those caps in, because he would have been able to go up to power 5 on his missiles and really start hammering it home. Power level 5 used to at least give a big range buff. So... Again, you know, really what we're seeing here is the advantages of having auto fire, indirect fire. Although, ooh, those are 2 spicy MPs. Still not enough though. Trying to push in. Is he going to be able to actually do much damage though? Right, so he's just trying to find a way of getting his skimmers in to try and clean up, but it's just not happening. And the amount of pressure that these artillery cruisers have is really limiting Tomcat's options. I don't know why we're wasting EMP on the base runner though. Even if the base runner picks up an artifact, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Yeah, there's not much left back here for Tomcat to actually do either. Again, the disco ball over here really paying dividends. The amount of healing that these 4 support cruisers have done, making a huge difference. And again, there's no economy for Tomcat to really go after. Like, there's no value back there. Matter of fact, we're getting to the point where if Moose wants like CUs, he may as well just recycle all of his salvages. But yeah. And that bonus to repair off the veteran support cruiser really making a difference as well. I wouldn't risk those AAVs. I wouldn't have built a turret either. Jeez. Why? I mean, that's 300 CUs for something which is artillery fodder. Really not a good investment. You really will be using those RUs while you've still got the CUs to take advantage of it. But yeah, I think Moose is consistently taking the better trades. They've got nothing to mine anymore. They've run out of CUs. So yeah, Tomcat has no more CU income. What does he have in the bank? Nothing. All the CUs on the entire map are gone. So he's going to recycle all of his salvages, if he can get them back to his carrier, mind you, which he might not, the route they're going. But yeah, there are no more units coming onto the battlefield. I mean, these kinds of situations are really hella stressful, because, and he gets value out of the turret post. Are you kidding me? Okay, okay. That turret post at the very least has paid for itself. EMP's coming down. Again, they're good damage. It's just, oh, this is a dangerous situation. Those siege cruisers. Oh, the smoke comes down. Indirect fire still goes through. Again, this is super dangerous. More EMPs coming in. Helps clear up a lot of the AAVs, but those cruisers still holding in there. Oh, what? What? What just happened? What? I'm sorry. Did I just watch the siege cruisers focus the turret? allowing Moose's army, his artillery cruisers, to live. Like, they fired a full barrage at a turret post. Like, that would have killed this. Like, both armies would have been wiped. What the hell? What? That. What? I wonder if A-Game has done something with turret prioritization that caused them to do that. Where the system basically said, no, the maximum damage you can do is shooting this turret post. And it created this weird situation where they went full dumb and spared Moose's entire army. Alright, so Moose is trying to figure out why he hasn't won yet, and he doesn't realise that holding artifacts counts as an artifact for contesting. So as long as one of those is still alive, the game's not over yet. Fresh repairs coming out. Moose, you should really power your repair systems and help get everything back up to nice, healthy, and capable level. What is actually left at this point? So Tomcat has 2 production cruisers, 2 siege cruisers. He's got his carrier, which can still put out a lot of damage. If he had a bit more, if he had that level 5, I reckon he would just spank Moose. He would just be bombing him constantly. He does have an interceptor, which is not useful. Alright, I thought for a moment there Moose was going to recycle all of his missile batteries, which, to be fair, he could do, because he's still got the support cruisers for AA. He doesn't need the missile batteries. What's the play, Tomcat? What you gonna do? Right, let's speed this up a bit, because... Right, what do we got here? A blast drone. He wants to scout. Alright. Like, what are you doing, Tomcat? You're gonna feed... really? I'm guessing he's given up, because it looks like he's about to just feed his base runners into the jaws of death, which seems a bit unnecessary. That's a heavy railgun. Which, you know, is going to die. That's a shame. Tomcat really couldn't afford that. So yeah, here's the problem. Like, Tomcat is getting very caught up on shooting at a max defense powered coalition cruiser, which is very durable, and it's costing him everything. Everything. Oh, he's still got a production cruiser. I don't even think he realizes he was meant... Yeah, I think he was planning to recycle that, and he's ended up jamming it in here. I suppose, yeah, that's the play, really. You should have your carrier down here, and you will lure this army forwards. But I expect that by this point, Tomcat's pretty frustrated with how this has played out. And again, keep in mind, he by all rights should have blown up that entire army. Or at least a big chunk of it. But he shot a random turret post. Oh my god, that's kind of surreal. And yeah, the production cruiser goes down. Resources. Yeah, if Tomcat had recycled that production cruiser, I think he might have gotten another, like, a different, yeah, maybe another siege cruiser. No, he wouldn't have had anywhere near enough RUs. Man, that's... what am I looking at? Oh, man. Debated. Lured forwards by the missile batteries, and then... Come on. Jesus. This is pretty ridiculous. I've got to admit, if I was in Tomcat's position, I'd be pretty pissed. How long does this go on for? They move forwards again. Okay. Ooh. Ho ho. Cheeky. Yeah, and precision strike doesn't cost CUs anymore, so yeah. Yeah. Moose is just waiting for that to come off cooldown there. He's got to snipe the other base runner, and that'll be the GG here. Oh, or he could just go and get another artifact. Oh. I mean, points to Tomcat. He's such a determined son of a bitch. He stayed for the full duration. Like, you know, if you want to kill me, you gotta kill me. Oh, dear. Okay. That was a long one. Jesus. Well played, Moose. Well played, Tom, as well. Like, both played well. Just, yeah. I know. I think the key moments there were one when Moose got those siege cruiser kills with the artillery. And again, I do feel like Tom could have preserved maybe one or two more of his siege cruisers if he just microed a bit more. Just kept on top of them. But I do realise artillery have so much pressure and range, it's difficult to keep track of everything. And the other one is that turret post, like, random turret post. Like, I have no idea why Moose put it down, and yet it literally saved his army by eating a full volley from 3 siege cruisers, which is just nonsense. But, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. So, yeah.